Martin, good to be together with you again. I've brought a question with me. It's about AI. So as we obviously see more and more AI happening, I would like your perspective on what it means for us as an organization and how AI and innovation is going to change things.
I would like to say, I think it's something which is, I think, very close to our DNA as a firm. The next big question for us is, especially when we talk about AI, how do we get the best ideas out of this fresh and young talents who are not yet so deep into subject matters? They are the future and they are designing the future. So we have an initiative in the firm which is called Tell Your Innovation Story, which is actually helping us to really get those ideas and really picking out what are really the greatest idea. And the result, I think, it speaks for itself, which is we are 4 times Innovation Award winner in a row. There's no other GSSP or no other firm who has won that. So that's why I think very proud of that.
Yes, I think we can be very proud of that. And it just shows how much innovation we bring forward and that we showcase in the Tell Your SAP Innovation Story. And in fact, the last Innovation Award we won was about a very big deployment of our own landscape of S/4HANA Public Cloud, 19 countries moving from ECC to a clean core public cloud scenario. That is already very impactful. And if you could maybe help us understand how clients are going to benefit from the fact that we won such an innovation award moving forward for their own activities and deployments, what would you say?
When we implemented basically cloud ERP for ourselves, that was a huge investment for the firm. And not in terms of the price for the software, but it was more important because of we put our best talent into it in order to get the best result out of it, get the best possible solution for ourselves. A second target we had is to also be able to package our lessons learned we got out of that for something we can then offer to the market, which makes cloud ERP implementations faster, maybe also with higher quality. We enriched it with what we think is really a value add when it comes to pre-configured solutions, etc., and so on.
And that's a combination of assets from Tell Your Innovation Stories, as well as winning factors of us showcasing how to do it. And then finally, I think that's what you would call the express way of doing it, right? For those deploying fast into their landscapes with S/4HANA Public Cloud. What would be your call to action now for clients?
It's a continuous learning. I think the whole topic around cloud ERP in general is to be ready for what's required in the next years. We are again back to the beginning of our conversation, which is all about AI. There are certain requirements which you need to fulfill as a client in order to be able to use those efficiency and to use agents, etc. Having the data structured for SAP is a perfect way of doing that. The second thing is to have a clean core concept adopted, which is part of the cloud ERP story as well. And then you're almost there. And then you can really start about building efficiency, building agents, let it be custom ones or let it be embedded ones from SAP in order to really get to what SAP calls now the autonomous enterprise.
The autonomous enterprise. Very good. Thank you for being here today.
My pleasure.